Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful day to be wearing your mask. I am at Home Depot and I am going to pick out some plants for my little window boxes that I am making today. I usually go to a nursery near my house, but sometimes they can be a little expensive. So we're going to Home Depot. They're a great option. They have just as great quality. They're a lot cheaper. So let's go take a look. Okay, so these are the plants that I have decided on. Vincas are amazing. They're kind of like impatiens. They're a little hardier. Their leaves are stronger. Impatiens break really easily, like if you run your hose by them. These are a bit sturdier. They do well in full sun. They're deer resistant, which is amazing for my property. I call these potato vines or potato leaves, but they're actually called Sweet Carolina Sweetheart Lime. I like potato vines better. These that will drench all over the plants. These are called pentas. These are beautiful in full sun. They come in an array of colors. I love this hot pink color. They also come in a purple. They also come in a white, but these ones look so hardy and they have so many blooms. Whenever I buy plants, I like to see that they have a lot of blooms like this, like upcoming blooms. I don't want them fully bloomed already because, sweetie, we're paying for the future beauty, not for beauty that's already come and gone. And then I got some herbs, I got some thyme, I got some parsley. These little guys have sage, rosemary, and thyme already in them. Taste of Tuscany. This was $6 and this was like $3. So I'm like, okay, we're kind of getting a deal here. So I got 2 of those and I'll put those in new pots. And then I got some more Osmocote because I was already running out. So this is what we got from Home Depot. I was actually a little disappointed, but I think everybody's doing home and garden things, so Home Depot didn't have a big selection, but what they did have was amazing. I went with a more simple neutral palette in terms of colors, just like soft lavender, soft pink, the green, and then I have a bunch of stuff that I got at the landscaping place the other day. So let's go check those out and get ready to plant. All right guys, so I'm in the backyard now, but before we start on the long planters that I showed you guys a second ago, I got these 2 round hanging basket planters that I'm gonna put one by my front door and one on the corner on the other door. I do have a big yard here, but it's kind of, the planting space is a little sparse. I have to take a bunch of stuff out because I am built into a mountain. The plot of land isn't flat. I have almost half an acre, which is amazing, but it's mostly hillside. I have to get a little creative, so that's why I'm doing more baskets. I'm doing the planters attached to the windows, just to give a lot of color in the smaller space that I have. So these baskets are super easy. They were $10. I got them at my local garden center. This is what they look like. It's just this kind of organic straw hay material, but it doesn't let any of the dirt through. It will let the water through, so just be wary of that where you place it. They're pretty cheap. You can probably get them for cheaper on Amazon. And for the plants, I picked up, I love this plant. This is I think it's called a potato plant. They might call it something else, but these hang, the leaves get really big and they hang and they look really, really pretty. I got some petunias. These look like paint splatter, purple petunias. These also will hang down and be really pretty. My palette is always pinks, purples, whites. I don't really like oranges and yellows in the garden. I also got these are super delicate. And then this plant, I don't know what it's called, but it's really useless, but I don't know why it always looks good. Some basic plant, you guys have seen this before, you know. I also got these guys, but these grow a little tall, so I might have to put these in the garden. So I'm gonna plant these 2. They're gonna look exactly the same, and I will show you in a second.
A few inches later.
So this is the fertilizer I'm using by Dr. Earth. This stuff is great when you're planting new plants. This is the soil that I'm using. And then I also have like a little knee pad foam thing and Osmocote. Osmocote is amazing for new plants, indoor, outdoor. It feeds them for, what does it say, 6 months. So they get really healthy and have a great growing start. All right, let's get started. All right, I have you guys propped up on here on this light. So I'm gonna do one on camera to show you guys how I do my thing. You guys can't even see me. And then I will do the other. First thing that you're gonna do, you're gonna take your soil, fill her up about 3/4 of the way, because you wanna leave room to plant them, and then put some more soil on top. But you don't wanna fill it up to here because remember, you're gonna need to water, so you don't want the water to spill right out. So you're gonna pack that down a little bit. Then I'm gonna take my Osmocote, and I like to put it in before. You can do it after too, it really doesn't matter. For some reason, I don't like wearing gloves. It like ruins my nails, obviously, and I have to wash them with a brush after. So I got that, and then I'm doing my all natural fertilizer, just like so, because that's my business. I feel like I'm not connected. Hey y'all. Okay, so we're gonna start with the green potato leaf thing. If I want the plant to kind of trail down a certain way, I'll always plant it on a little angle just so it already has that. It's kind of like training itself. And then I'll surround it, and don't worry about covering it completely because we'll do that after. So that's on one side. And then I like to balance the side. So if there's a bigger plant here, I like a bigger plant there. So I will put the petunia on that side. And again, I will be doing the same thing. And then you just go in and you put your other plants in. Pretty damn simple. This is my color palette. You can choose whatever you guys want, obviously. This is your garden, your planter, but there's these flies, these black flies. There's no way you can go wrong. You can pick anything. If it's like a hanging basket like this, you want to stick with something that is cascading. Eventually that'll grow. I'll hit these with some more fertilizer later so they get really big for the rest of summer. And then if you're doing a plant like this, I'll usually put one in the middle just so it doesn't look weird. Plants might look a little small right now, but they grow so quick, especially if you guys use Miracle-Gro. I don't use Miracle-Gro. I use like an organic fertilizer because I don't care if they get massive. Wow, also look at my bicep. She's growing and working out like crazy. It's like the one thing I can do right now. Beauty. Remember, press the soil around it. You don't want those air pockets because that will kill your plant. Then we have another white one. And then just to fill these little bare spots, I have, this is really pretty. It smells really fragrant, has these beautiful like little purple flowers. It also comes in white, comes in pink. They're just great in a basket just to fill in that space. I don't want it looking too bare. Yes, bitch. Okay, so then you're gonna put your soil, you know, fill the top of it so it's nice and compacted. Don't fill it to the top so there's room for water, and you're done. What was that? 5 minutes, not even? Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other one. I will check in with you guys in a second. Okay, so the baskets are done. As you guys can see, the one useless plant in the middle was looking a little lonely, so I put the other two in, filled it out really nicely. This one mirrors that one. It has the pink, which I like. I like that they're a little different. This one has more white and purple. So I'm gonna go hang these up. I will check in a week on these guys and show you how much they've grown because they are gonna grow so much. All right, since those little hanging baskets are done, let's go to the main event and go do the window boxes. These are so much fun. Each window box that I'm doing is pretty much gonna be different. I don't like them to look identical, just like I did with the hanging baskets. So they'll all have subtle differences. These ones will have more yellows, more whites, more orange, just like super colorful. If I have guests, like I want you to look out the bedroom window and see like beautiful sprigs of lavender or petunias or grasses or some shade plants. Like I want it to be a little greenhouse. All right, guys, it is a little bit later and I'm finally home from my garden gallivanting for the day. The window boxes, the rest of them just came in. So there they are. They will be linked down below. I got them all from Amazon, and these are all the plants. We have a little situation on our hands, so I went and got some other lavenders because I have so many critters here. They don't like lavender, they don't like salvia, they don't like marigold. I don't like marigold. They don't like these guys. What are these? These are called pentas, but they do love these. I left these out overnight, and I think it's a rabbit or a ground squirrel came and ate a bunch of the leaves. They'll grow back quickly. They also did this to these petunias. These had flowers everywhere and they ate them down. They did it to these cosmos, which I love cosmos. I'm so upset about that. Anyways, as you can see, I got some more petunias and I separated them by shade, which is here, shade plants, and these are like more full sun. We're gonna use everything today though. Okay, so a super important rule when you guys are planting any types of flowers, you wanna make sure that you are paying attention to the label. If it says full sun, part shade, or shade, if you put a shade plant or a part shade in full sun, like they're gonna die because they can't stand that much heat. So I always put full sun in full sun, shade in shade, part sun in like, if it gets like 6 hours of sun a day, that's good. But yeah, just really pay attention to that because you'll never have luck. The other thing, you need a fertilizer. I'm using Osmocote. Second of all, you'll want some good soil. It really doesn't matter as long as it's potting soil. You want good drainage. So these baskets are amazing because they're made out of this material that lets the excess water come out. But the annoying thing is you have to water them pretty constantly. There are some planters that like do self-feeding, which means like they store water in the bottom, but I don't really like those because it like causes algae and weird creepy crawlers, whatever. So since I'm installing these on the house, I'm hoping that the critters don't get into them. I do have little things that I'm putting in the electrical outlets. It gives like a warning. It's like a high frequency pitch. Hopefully that keeps like the chipmunks or squirrels or whatever it is away, because other than that, if these plants get eaten, I'm gonna be eating these damn animals. Let's get on with the planning. Okay, this is gonna be more in depth. So I'm gonna open my soil up, just scoop it on in. And again, like I said before, you're gonna leave room so these aren't overflowing when you water them. Leave about like an inch or two. We're gonna put our Osmocote in here. That is good. So this one is gonna be more heavy on the lavender just because animals might be getting to it. So I'm actually gonna start with a salvia. I'm gonna put her right like dead center. I like to take a bit of the bottom out because the roots aren't really there. Get all that excess soil out. You can just sprinkle the rest in here. It's all gonna compost anyways. Just put it right here in the center. And you can put it all the way to the bottom. It's okay because the roots will spread around. And then I'm gonna put a lavender on either side. Beautiful. Okay, I think I'm gonna put some vincas in here. I'm gonna put 2 of these pink pentas in here right up front. Those are gorge. Okay, so we have those 2, and then I'm going to take a risk here and plant 2 of these little potato vines. They look rancid right now because whatever rabbit or something got in here. And then just remember to pack everything around the plant so there's no air bubbles letting in oxygen. That looks so pretty. Hi. All right, now we're moving on to the second one. The next one will be just the same.
A few moments later.
Wow, 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 wow. On the count of 3, let's just say stunning. 1, 2, 3.
Talented,
Stunning.
brilliant, incredible, amazing, showstopper.
You guys better do your own recreations of this, and please tag me so I can see on Instagram. At Mr. Preda.
Okay, so since I showed you guys how to do a planter that is gonna sit in the sun, I thought I would also show you guys how to plant a planter that is mostly in shade. So this is going in my back patio, which is, I'd say like 65 to 70% shade. It has some like filtered light in the morning, high afternoon, but then after that, nothing. So I love these guys. These are coleus, foliage inspired. I like the pink and the green together. They remind me of watermelon. They do really, really well in the shade. And then I also have some pink and white impatiens. Impatiens trigger me because I had a client, they come in every size. These are like the smaller versions, but we had to plant, me and my brothers. I worked for his landscape company and we worked with them a lot. But this client, every May, we had to plant 1,000 impatiens. Like they were this big all over the yard, and we nuked them with Miracle Grow, and they get so big, and it was just like a lot of fun, but also really, really exhausting. I'll try to find a picture and pop it on the screen, but it did look really, really, really pretty. I'm also gonna do these potato vines. I'm gonna do some salvia because I think these will be fine. This is sun to part shade. I think that's it. I might pop some petunias in there because I know those will be okay. Let's get to it. First thing, I'm gonna put the coleus. These tend to grow, I think these ones grow upright, so I'm gonna put these ones just in the back. So in between those, I will plant the salvia because I know these will grow tall. So up front, we're gonna just do a ton of impatiens. Super easy. I think I am gonna do these little potato vines. Maybe we'll do 2. We'll do 1 on this side up here. Impatiens are amazing because they're honestly like 90% water, so they do take a lot of water, but they continuously bloom, which is really nice. You can use Miracle Grow. You can use Miracle Grow and they will get super, super, super big, or any really type of fertilizer. They just, I don't know, they love it. Now that doesn't look too exciting, but this will multiply and grow really, really quickly. I think I'm happy with that. I think that looks cute.
There you go. You have your little shade dwelling window box. And these will like grow full right here, and then these guys will grow taller, so you'll see these through the window, which I'm really excited about. All right, guys, it is a week later, and I wanted to show you guys how these are growing. So these are slowly coming back. I did have a squirrel coming eating these, but I put out I sprayed it with this like peppermint spray, and it is keeping them away. I will link that down below. It seems to keep the critters at bay, which is nice, but they look really pretty. They're all coming in. And also I have these irrigation systems that I installed right here. So they're self-watering, so I don't even have to take care of them, which is nice. This is on the outside of my master. And then I installed this one on the door to my bedroom. This has the lavender. Critters can't get to this one. It's really, really pretty, and it's growing so well. This is one of the other baskets that is growing beautifully here in the sun. This is also on an irrigation, so I'm not having any watering issues. These two are on the outside of the guest room. It needs a little water. I forgot to water them last night. These are growing perfectly. The cosmos came back fully gorgeous. And then this basket is doing so well because it's probably in the part sun, a little bit of shade. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. And there's no miracle grow or anything. I could do that, but kind of like to let them grow organically. And they're gonna start trailing down anyways. And then finally, don't mind the windows, you guys. Those are gonna be sanded and painted down in the future, but these are the backyard kind of shade dwelling ones. They're growing really well, but they definitely still got eaten. They're gonna need some, I mean, there's new growth here, which looks great, but yeah, they're blooming. They look cute. I just realized that I forgot to film an outro, so here it is, shirtless in the morning. You guys, well, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, like, and comment down your favorite flowers, or if you have any questions. I think I'm gonna do a vegetable garden. I still have to plant that planter in the back, so I might do that. But I do have to push the series that I'm doing at my house. I had another series that was supposed to go live this Sunday, actually, in August, but I decided, because I feel like there's so much love and so much hype around my house, that why not start with my place? So I'm working on starting and finishing one of the first rooms here, and that will be the launch of a new series on my channel. I'm super excited. I don't know, the reception to the house tour video was incredible. I'm completely blown away. I really appreciate all the love and support from you guys. It really, truly means so much. I actually thought I was gonna get hate for it because, like, you know, I'm in a smaller house. I didn't think that was what people wanna see, like the realness. And I'm really excited to be more transparent with you guys, because I feel like maybe that's missing on the platform a little bit. You know, I always felt like I was trying to play catch up with a lot of my friends or people around me, and I'm proud of my house. I'm excited to make it a home. And I'm really excited that you guys are into the idea too. Like, it makes me feel really, really good and really just appreciated and loved. So thank you so much for that. So make sure you subscribe, make sure my notifications are on, and make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter to keep up with I'm doing a bunch of polls on there with home decor. So definitely make sure to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. I still don't have an outro. So yes, this is the outro. I love you. Bye.